Right, fully loaded potatoes. These have been in there an hour and 10 minutes, and I've just given them a little skewer. And to be fair, they're done. Like I said, there's a mix which is slightly smaller, so that's fine. So I'm going to take these out as we speak. I'm going to move the machine because I'm going to need space. So let's get this done, get this show on the road, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Right, let's get this out of the way. It's all about space, all about space. I'm short of space everywhere, so there we go. So what I'm going to do, it's fully loaded potatoes, so essentially what we're going to do is half the potatoes. Now they are hot, so top tip, blue gloves, and even though they're very thin, what it does is it gives your hands a layer of insulation against the potato. So because there's a slight air gap between your hand and the glove, and you touch the potato, it makes it less hot to the touch. So it's one of those like little tricks to save you, save you burn your hands. Let's get this done. So I need my bowl, I need a spoon, and all we're going to do is we're going to scoop. So let's straight through the potatoes using a serrated knife if you can to keep the potato skins intact if you can. And all that's going to do is it's going to give us just a nice potato to fill at the end of it. So let's stack those up. Like I say, would be better if I had a bit more space, but I haven't. So we make do, and we just we carry on. We improvise where we can, and that's the way around it. So there's no hassle, no fuss. I'm not burning myself. I know for a fact I couldn't do this straight out of the air fryer with bare hands. I would be in pain now. So I'm serious. I can still feel the heat, don't get me wrong, but it's not burning. And as soon as my hand it goes away, it just cools down straight away. So it's a little trick. These little things you kind of you pick up over time because you've generally been in a spot where you've burnt yourself quite a few times. You know, as they say, on the hot potatoes, too hot to handle, hot potato, which is true because it is hot. So let's get sorted with this. So two stages to this. I'm going to scoop them out first of the skins, and then we're going to mash them. Then we're going to mix them, and then we're going to pipe them, and then we're going to make them. So it sounds a little bit convoluted, but it really isn't. It's all good. But like I say, sometimes what I find with jacket potatoes, you can have one batch and you think, brilliant, I've got the time nailed there. And you say, right, it takes 1 minute, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 10 minutes at 160 in the air fryer, and it's done. And I've had that, and I've done I've done them 6, 7, 8 times, and they're all been fine. And then the next bag you get, I don't know if they're changing where they get them from or changing the variety, but the next bag you get, you come out and they're still hard in the middle, and you think, well, what's going on there? I've done it the same. So conclusion is, it's a different potato, which you just have to be careful of. But it's the way it is. You just, like I say, you adapt. If it's not right, you will just adapt. If it needs longer, it needs longer. We won't need all these skins because essentially the potato that we load into it is going to be kind of bigger than, it's going to be heaped in there. So we're more than filling half a potato. So yeah, we won't use every skin. So I mean, this makes it a little bit harder. So when I'm doing mashed potato, and I've seen some people say when they're doing mashed potato, this is the way they do it. Well, let me tell you, right? If I had a choice of doing this or not doing it, and doing it the other way, I wouldn't be scraping them out. I'd be pushing them straight through my sieve because it's much easier, less hassle, and you get a better result. So I'm kind of, this is 3 times the length of time that it would take me to make normal mashed potatoes. I can do that in 5 minutes flat, no problem, from the air fryer, which is a good little, like I say, if you've not seen my mashed potato video, you need to have a little look at that. That's one of the ones I'm kind of, I'm shocked more people aren't into that one. because it is literally, you know, when people are always looking for hacks and they're looking for, you know, shortcuts and hacks and all the rest of it. And to be fair, you know, a lot of them I see, I just think that's not a hack. And half the time, this is not a very good one. I'm naffed the skin on this, which is alright. And it's getting a bit hot, this one. I must be holding it too long. Yeah, I'll bend the skin of that one. Which, like I say, it's not a problem. I've got more than enough skins. But yeah, a lot of these, what they call hacks, and they're just the rubbish. They're like a little, you know, I don't know. You know, especially like poached eggs. So I've done poached eggs like kind of the proper way and show people how to do it. And then I've tried these little methods where you do in the air fryer and that. And you know, you look at these poached eggs on the thing, the videos that they're showing you, and you try to do it. Not unless I'm doing something wrong. And I just think I've gained nothing. I mean, it takes me with a pan like that. It takes me no time at all to do a. So we've done that. Next stage, we're going to put it through a potato or rice. Now you can bash it by hand, by all means. I'm going to save a little bit of time and I'm going to use a potato ricer. So just make sure I don't drop any bits in there. I'll tell you what, I'll do it over here. It'll be easier if I do it over this bowl and then I'm not putting any stuff in there. I was telling you something there. No, I've totally forgot what I was telling you. Anyway, whatever it was, I'm sure it was really important and it'll come back to mind. I'm sure you'll remind me at some point. But yeah, whatever it was, it'll come back to me. I think it's an age thing, you know. Because I used to be quite on the ball, being able to like go off on a tangent and then come back. But anyway, so yeah, potato ricer. If you haven't got one of these, do it by hand. I might have been talking about that. I might not have been. Whatever. But this is only the second part. The third part of the process is the mixing, where I'm going to use another machine, which you think it's typical you, Jason, isn't it? You have to bring machines into the game. Well, if they help you, bring them in. If not, do it by hand. That's what they're there for. If you've got them, use them. And if they make things better, use them. If not, don't bother. But yeah, some of these hacks, I think I was on about poached eggs at some point. I don't know whether I finished that thought. But yeah, poached eggs and all of that malarkey, I've seen them do it. And if you do it the proper way, it's much simpler. Almost guaranteed success. But you've got to have the principles of like I say, fresh eggs, for example, is the key of a poached egg, 100%. I mean, you can get away with not using fresh eggs, but you do something. You've got to like put them in cling film and cook them in the cling film so they don't spread everywhere. Because that's what happens. Egg starts breaking down when you get old. But we're talking about mashed potato, and you put it in the pan, it goes all over the place. But we're still talking about mashed potato. I know. I've got to fill the pan, you know. Look, it's alright for you. I'm here doing this, thinking they're going to be bored in it. They're going to be asleep. I'm making it look harder than it is, to be fair. And it's not hard, I promise you. But yeah, I've made a bit of a mess. I know that. You know that. You can see that. So that's fine. Let's just scrape these little bits in. Let's get these bits in. We don't need all of that. That's all fine. Let's just clean our mess up a bit. Let's move on. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We're all done. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. Quick wipe with a cloth. It'll do me head in if I don't do that. I'll feel. I haven't got OCD. I know I haven't got OCD, but I do like things to be clean and tidy. I just do. Let's move these. Get these out of the way. That's all good. Give that a little wipe. We're all good. So I tell you what. Let me put that there. So the next stage of the game. Let's bring in the machine. Let's bring out the big guns. So, all we're going to do with this, stick that on there. I've weighed some salt out. 9 grams of salt, and 15 grams of pepper. I normally put 10 grams of salt in, but there's a little bit of salt in the cheese, so I'm backing off a little bit, just a little bit, not much. 125 grams butter melted. I've just melted it. It's not, you know, not big boiled, it's not separated or anything like that. So it's just melted butter. Sounds like a lot. I promise you they use a lot more in restaurants. 75 grams of whole milk. You can use cream by all means, but don't put too much milk in, because you don't want a sloppy mix. You want it to be just nice. I've just got a full bunch of spring onions. I've took the outer skins off, so they're all clean. Sometimes they just need a wash. These need a little bit of a clean, but that's fine. Sorry, a little bit of a, to take the skins off. They needed more than clean. They're a bit dry, the outer skins and stuff. So, like I say, sometimes you look at a spring onion or something in your fridge and you just think, oh, bin it. But I mean, have you looked at it properly? Is it just the outer skin that needs moving? Blah, blah, blah. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get these in. And we're nearly there. Thank goodness, the same. Last thing, before we crack on, get those in. I'll give it another wipe down. Bag of cheese. Full bag. Yes, full bag. Where all of it, just dump it in. Just like, there we go. No messing, just get it in there. Now, like I say, you can, if you wish, do this by hand. Fine, you can do this. I'm going to be careful, because I've just loaded it up a bit willy-nilly. So, let's just get it on. Just start with. I'll bring you back over here now. You might as well, just for the duration. There we go. There we go. Potato. Brilliant. Doesn't take long. Like I said, because we've riced it and everything else, so we know it's smooth. Not as smooth as it would be if I did it in the other way through my drum sieve, but I can't do that with these because I need the skins, don't I? So we are where we are. Here we are. You're always going to try it, you know. Oh, that's fine. Now, when you've tried it and you taste the onion, you think raw onion, don't worry, because it's going to get cooked. There you go. So get rid of the machine. Next job, tidy up. Done that. Next job, I've got a piping bag. Now, you can, if you wish, just spoon them straight in the potatoes. Fine, no problem at all. This way, it just gives you a little bit more kind of control, he says. Plus, to be fair, I end up making a bit of a mess with a spoon sometimes, but that's fine. Right, it'd be easier if I do it in two hands. One, just get that in there. That's fine. The key to do this is while it's hot. If you don't do it while it's hot, and it starts getting a little bit cold on you, it goes a bit stiff as a potato. So what happens is, obviously, we put the cold cheese in. I need a bit to try. Great. We put the cold cheese in, so that cools the potato down, which is fine. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to snip the end off, and I'm going to get me tin, this ready. Do you know what? Let's get that board back. Let's get me little board back. That's fine. Get some nice potatoes on the go. I'll come over here. Might be easier to see what's going on. Just get some skins. There's a nice one. And we'll just start loading them up. So give your bag a good do like that. Good twist on the end. Cut a decent amount off. You don't want to be like squeezing it through a small gap. That's about just over an inch. And all I'm going to do is load the potato like that. Probably want a little knife or something just to cut that off. Try that again. Here we go. Now, there you go. Needs must. Now what I will do is I'll pat them down a little bit just so they're a little bit neater, which is fine. It just means the filling is just that little bit easier. And I'm sure I'm not using the best method. I'm sure there's better methods out there. But for now, it's working. And we're all happy with that. Just push it in the middle, that's better. And pull it up and just cut it, just, there we go. And that it'll sink down a little bit when it goes in the oven. There we go. And all I'm going to do with these, I'm going to bake them 180 for about, probably about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how much they cool down. Because I've got some stuff in the barbecue outside. So what I probably will do is I'll probably just wait till that comes out, and then we're all good to go. By the way, on about options for fillings. Now, one of the things that would be nice in there, or even over the top, is a bit of Parmesan cheese as well. But my lot, well, my daughter doesn't like Parmesan. Doesn't like much, to be fair. Yeah, but anyway, that's a different story. Won't say no, because I always get into bother. She'll say, why did you say that about me on the video? You know what they're like when they're young. I mean, 27, nearly 28, but you know what they're like. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There we go. And we might just get one more with the old cutting technique. Probably fill a decent size one with that what's left. Let's have a little go. There we are. And that's probably a little bit too much, but it's fine. We'll just cut that little bit off. Get that bit. Very good. Oh, I've got a few skins left. They're ready to go in the oven once they are cooked, by the way. So that's all good. I'll show you. I'll just show you how they're looking. Like I say, you'll see that little snip mark on the top. If you wanted to, just dip your finger in a little bit of water. I'm not going to mess about doing it, but you just tap any bit that's on there. All you'll find is any bit that's sticking up is more likely to colour. A bit like if you're doing choux pastry. But I'm not too fussed about that, to be fair. So they'll go in 15-20 minutes till the colour that you like is on the top. That's the way to go, and then we're done. So fully loaded potatoes, done. I'll show you when they come out. And that's it for now. So I've done 2 today. Granary bread, fully loaded potatoes, and there we are. Like I say, loads of options. I'm keeping it simple for the masses. But you can go daft at your end. Chilies, whatever you like, get it in there. Green chili be nice in there. Whatever you like, like I say, get it in. Sorted. That's basic version. You make yours. Let us know what you do. That's it for now. I'll see you when they come out. So bye for now.